you seem like a person who people would gravitate towards and like to be around. I feel like you have good energy, and I wouldn't see you necessarily rubbing people the wrong way. But with money comes problems, and obviously, the place that you used to be isn't the place you're at now. How has that affected some of the relationships in your life and people around you?
um, Entitlement and expectations from other people, and it made me more decisive about what I'm willing to give and not give per se. Because it's like it's a lot of people that feel entitled to things, but it's like when I didn't have it, I wasn't entitled to nothing you had.
Yeah,
I just had to figure out my shit, and it's like if you want to figure out your shit, that's literally the case. You have to figure out your shit. I can't give you no money if you already fucked your money up. What is me giving you some of my money gonna do? You gonna fuck that up too. It's a habit thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a characteristic habit thing. Like until you found a way to like hack your own mind to make sure you're not having the same habits and things that cause you to be in those situations, you're gonna repeat. Just like if I'm good at getting money, I'm gonna repeat getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a habit thing.
and can you see that in people like pretty early on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, cause you could tell from people's dedication and like their desire for things and like what they're willing to do. Like, I don't really care about like that's the thing. A lot of thing about having the money too is showing me like I don't really care about money. It's very much about character. You know what I'm saying? It's like because money is just a product of energy and a product of what you're doing that increases value. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're already lazy and entitled and all that, giving you some money ain't gonna change that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to do that inner work to figure out what that is to get to what you want.
Nice. So you're at this place now where you're afforded that freedom that you talk about, to do whatever you want to do. And I see you being someone very smart that could be doing a lot of different things. What makes you do music, and how do you like? What's making you keep your foot on the gas in that direction?
I mean, I've always been an artist first. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of money, because I still like money comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? It's up and down. I win and I lose. You feel me? So it's like the money part is just we need money to live. It's natural. It's gonna be here. Music has always been something that I've been gravitated to as a passionate thing just my whole life, even when it wasn't making any money. You know what I'm saying? And even when it's costing me money and like making me lose money. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's still something I care about because at the end of the day, I've learned that like I could go duck off in the corner and just go trade and be an investor and just not talk to nobody and not worry about none of this shit. But for me, it's like I want more people to learn. And I understand that my music and my voice, my celebrity, whatever you want to call it, is what gravitates, like it's what draws in more people to want to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I've realized that if I have that influence, why not use that influence for the better instead of just like throwing it away? You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like people want to know because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes it all come together and it's easier to like push the message musically than it is to like go sit and be like, hey, you need to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to learn how to do it. It's better to make it appealing to somebody and they think it's cool. Now they want to ask questions themselves.
That is a smart approach instead of just trying to set up a classroom somewhere and be like, let me teach you. All right.
We already know people don't like going to school. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't like that type of shit. Like, even if they like think you got money out, they're just like, I still don't want to go put in that effort. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm not here to try to like force nobody to put in the effort. It's just like, if it attracts you and you want to ask a question, I got to answer.
And it's kind of, I don't know if you've heard that quote where they say, if you put it in a book, they'll never read it. But we love music, so put it in a song, it's going to get to us like that.
Exactly. Just the same way as all the negativity get to us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because music is like, it do something to your brain regardless. You know what I mean? It's like, a lot of people don't even realize that I'm rapping about this until they start really paying attention. If they've been listening long enough and they're like, oh, damn, that nigga just told me he could just make 1,000% off Tesla.
Right.
Oh, damn, he flipping this. He doing, oh, okay, I might be able to, And then now it finally clicked and you're like, oh, wait, you didn't buy that from Dope. You got that from this?
Yeah.
That's the key.
When I first started listening to your music, I call it like ride around music. Like I like it like just riding around in the car, especially around Houston. You know, it's a beautiful city. Windows down, it's like kind of vibe. And I'm vibing to it. And then as I was listening to it to prepare for this, I'm like listening to it and I was like, oh, he talking. He talking about some stuff in here. You know, even way back to now, and you've been dropping an album, EP, mixtape. I don't know how y'all classify them pretty much every year for the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
So shout out to you for that consistency. I love that for sure. Putting you on the spot just a tad bit for the novice, for the kind of basic person, everyday person that isn't deep into money, what would be one piece of advice you would give to them regarding money?
Stop being scared of money and stop feeling like that little bit of money you got to put up for a risk is your last dollar. It's not. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to start. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think it's like, oh, I can't buy no stock because I don't have millions of dollars. Bro, you can buy partial shares of stock now. Like you don't even you can put $5 in a brokerage account. Like you don't need hella money. And
Right.
even like when we was doing the tour, like I'm like my tour is self-funded, you know what I'm saying? So it's like me and Buy Money putting this shit together, flight concerts helping out. But like literally I had I showed the account on my Instagram where it's like we had I had like $60 left over from some Ethereum I had in my Robinhood account. I sold it, kept the $60 in there, and I worked the $60 up to over like $6,000 or $7,000 in like it wasn't 2 weeks. It was like roughly 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like slow build, but I did that to show people like you don't need hella money. Like just start with something and bankroll manage and make sure you get to the point where it's adding up.
Yeah, money's not the excuse. You need the knowledge because that's powerful. That's powerful knowledge to know how to flip money. You know, that's a very rare knowledge that shouldn't be that rare when you think about the fact that money runs the world. You need it
It's
for
right in our
everything you do.
faces. It's right in our faces. It's just like, do you want to know?
Right. And I believe people do want to know. So that's the guy to continue to tap
wanting
into.
is different from deciding to do. People want everything. Oh, I want that. I want this. Oh, I want that girl. I want this car. I want that house. But are you willing to do what it takes to get that? Are you willing to put in the work that you need to put in to receive those things?
And I can imagine with your career and what you've done with education and financial, you definitely have to have a lot of stories where you put people on game and you're teaching them, and then they either executed sloppily, as you would say, or they just didn't do anything with the game that you got them. Does that drain your energy or make you less motivated to teach people?
No, but the way I look at it is the music is the way to teach those people that may not all the way be in. And that's why you charge for some games sometimes, because if you're not willing to spend your money on this, then I know you're not serious about it. So if you won't spend your money to learn, then you're definitely not gonna spend your money to earn. You feel me? Like if you just looking for a handout, then you're always gonna be looking for a handout.
Right.
Like you got to like be willing to invest in yourself. Like I paid for hella courses. I paid for knowledge. I didn't go to college like that, but I paid for things to make sure I learned what I need to learn. And it's like, if I did that and went through that, why should you be able to come to me like, can you just give it to me?
Right.
Same thing as when people come ask me for money. It's like, bro, you know I get up and work and do this, right? Like it's a reason this shit come in. It's not because I'm just blessed by God all day and it's like money just falling out the sky. It don't work like that. I put in work. I get up early in the morning. I study these charts. I work my ass off for this shit.
But
so
you
it's
make
like
it look easy, Stockz. Let me
that's my
hold
biggest
some,
problem.
Stockz.
That's my biggest problem. I make everything look too easy.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I'm up and I'm working for this shit. Like it's people like I got family members that want to learn. And like they're like, hey, cuz, can you teach me, show me how to do this? I'm like, yeah, show up at 8 o'clock. They don't show up at 8 o'clock and they like, hey, I'm about to come. It's 9 o'clock. I say, don't come. You ain't wanted enough. You had to be here at this time. Time is money with this shit. If you on this, then like that 1 minute of time can change your whole result.
Right.
So it's like at the end of the day, if you really after it, I need you to treat it like it's serious because I did. And that's all it is for me. It's like I'm more than happy to teach anybody that's serious about it.